New York Times, miscalculation led to escalation and clash between Israel and Iran. With the reason that this thing kicked off is because they targeted an embassy, they killed a general, and Israel was going. We didn't think they'd mind. It wasn't even. It was a free demolition. We didn't even know they liked that building. It wasn't that nice of a building. So there you go. Israel, they're reporting back. We didn't even think they'd care if we hit their embassy. And then everyone was getting upset with Israel. Iran, they do the coordinated strike back. They get permission from the United States of America. They get their orders of what they can do that won't escalate the situation. They do it. Nothing gets hurt. Nothing gets bombed. No big deal. And then Israel turns around and goes, you're not going to tell us that we can't bomb them back. We're going to make our own decisions. Basically going straight, quit telling me what to do, mom. And then mom is like, can you stop just blowing things up and be more like the other countries that don't just go blow things up? And they're like, no, quit telling me what to do. And so what do? They hit them back. This is from the Week magazine. I loved this line. Uh, Israel, the Times said, Israel can do elegant military maneuvers that are not noisy or cause significantly military damage, but which deliver the message Israel wants. It's like a diving contest where Israel's giving itself a 10. In this theater of non-war war, Israel's getting a 10 ranking for evading the missile systems or whatever can shoot down invaders in Iran and successfully hitting a target that was not an important target and making a soft landing without much of a splash. And, usually Israel, they hit all sorts of civilians all over the place. So you got to give them some credit here for actually pinpointing a target and not killing random innocent people. I mean, usually when Israel's bombing things, maybe this might make their entire Gaza operations look bad. But when it comes to this particular targeted missile strike, the people sat on the sideline like a diver. They held up their signs, and Israel's giving itself a 10 on its latest war theater. Now, this is from the New York Times. Iranian and Israel television played down the strike, as did some officials. A newsreader in Iran described the attack as not a big deal. And, Iran's being surprisingly chill about all this, right? You would think for your mortal enemy, for the people that are out there building a nuclear bomb, want to do nothing but destroy your country. And this one, they're just going, not a big deal. All right, whatever. They sent some drones over here and they bombed the building. No big deal. There you go. Iran, surprisingly chill. Maybe they got legal weed and kratom out there or something. The Israeli military declined to comment. A senior U.S. official said that Israeli had notified the United States through multiple channels shortly before the attack. This is from the New York Times, which makes me think, is there like a Middle East bombing hotline where you call up the United States government and they go, press 1 if you're bombing Israel, press 2 if you're bombing the Houthis, press 3 if you're bombing some other territory, and they go, okay, please hold. And then someone gets on the line and they go, all right, what were you looking to bomb? Okay, cool. No problem. Let me check, see if you got approval. What was your account number again? What was, okay, 347842, killing random people in Iran, approved. And then lastly, this is from the New York Times. Social media users in Iran, including some connected to the country's military, mocked the Israeli strike as puny response to the roughly 300 missiles and drones that Iran launched at Israel last weekend. Well, can you guys just pretend like you're super afraid and do the war theater on your part a little bit better? Each side on this one, it almost feels like they're preparing for a fight and they're trying to move the lines. When you're like a boxer and you try and show off your training and you try and be like, listen, don't downplay what I can do. So Iran just got struck by Israel and they're like, no, come on, they barely did anything. We can totally handle that. If they send more, we could do even more. And then Israel's like, look at how good our systems are. Are the elites betting on this war? And this is like the early training footage where they're trying to get the odds to spin in their favor.